Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a manicure for the Saturday stamping group, and this week's theme is butterflies. I'm going to be using this plate from MoYou London, and this is Mother Nature Collection plate number 18. And I'm going to be using I think it's 4 images here. So we have butterflies in the 4 corners of the plate, and I'm going to be using all 4 images on my nails. So I did do my nails in a skittle manicure. So I used from ILNP. So on my pinky I have Sunday. On my ring finger, I have Cottontail. On my middle finger, I have Mint Chip. On my pointer finger, I have Bluebird. And then on my thumb, I have Heather. So what I want to do is take the different butterfly images and stamp them on each nail with a darker stamping polish than what's on my nails. So on my pinky, I'm going to be stamping with Maniology pumps. On my ring finger, I'm going to be stamping with Marogold. On my middle finger, I'm going to be stamping with the Pueen, and this is called Amazon Moss. On my pointer finger, I'm going to be stamping with Alice. And then on my thumb, I'm going to be stamping with Pueen, and this is Charmed Lilac. So each nail will have a coordinating color to stamp on top of it. So that was my plan. So hopefully it looks okay. We will see. So I'm going to get all of the lids loosened, the plate cleaned, and then we'll get started. So be right back. Okay, so the first stamp we're going to do is for my pinky nail, which is not a big wide nail at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in pink, we're going to put this, but we're going to isolate this butterfly for my pinky. So we're going to start with that. Okay. Can't believe the card's actually working. I don't know if I'm going to go that close with the card. And I think I'm just going to go in with a little piece of tape. There we go. Okay. So this little butterfly, we will put on the, I don't know if you can see, on the pinky. Okay. So I'm actually going to take this same image again, And I'm going to stamp this whole image in the Marogold, and we're going to put this image on the ring finger. Okay, so we got that. And that's going to be put on the ring finger. It already dried. So we'll get the piece of tape. Okay. Okay, so now the middle finger, I'm going to be using this corner image here, and we're going to be doing that in the green color. Okay, so we got the green. Get my handy dandy tape. Okay, so we got the green. Then for my pointer finger, I'm going to be using this corner here. So we're going to be doing that in the blue. Okay, so there's our blue. And I'm just going to quickly take those little corners off. There we go. And then I just need to clean this corner a little bit. So now we're going to put this big butterfly here. I'm going to isolate this big butterfly, and this is going to be in purple on my thumb. And there we go. Let's see if the card will work. Okay, now we're gonna go back to our tape. Okay, so this part is going to be a little tricky. Hopefully it works out. Okay. So now we have our big butterfly, and that is going to be going on the thumb. Okay, and I'm gonna clean this up and then we're gonna put the stamps on. Hold on. Okay, so I got my plate cleaned. So now we're ready to put the stamps on. So I am putting on the Orly Bonder base, so the stamps have something to adhere to. So I'm gonna put a couple nails at a time. Okay, so we're going to start with the pink butterfly, and I'm going to be putting that on my pinky. So I don't know if I can. So we got our little butterfly. And then on my ring finger, we have the orange, and I'm going to be putting it on so that I hopefully get both butterflies on my nail, but we'll see. Okay. I just gotta push that down because of my C curve. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my glass stick here. Push that down. Okay. Take that out of the way. So now we're going to do the green and the blue. Okay, so we have our green stamp. So we will position okay. And now we will do our blue. Oops, looks like it's... There we go. Got that little wing back on. Okay, and then last is the purple butterfly that we're going to put on my thumb. Okay, so if I was... So I'm going to put the butterfly on this way. There we go. So a little corresponding color for each nail. Okay, so I'm going to clean up around the edges and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cleaned up a little bit around the edges. Most of them weren't too bad, but just a couple fingers needed a little cleanup. So now I'm going to use my SheModern stamping sealer. So this dries like a satin matte finish, which is good to let you know that it's dry. And I do prefer this over the Maniology smudge-free top coat. For me, after a couple days, feels like it starts to peel from my manicure, and the SheModern doesn't do that. So I do prefer this. And I was going to do the skittle last week for Easter and bunny manicure, and then I thought, oh, I'll save it for this coming week for butterflies. And I'm glad I did. So I thought it would be fun to do I don't know what that would be called, corresponding color on the same nail. So a little bit more fun to a skittle mani by adding the same color stamp to each nail. So we'll see. I'm going to let this dry and then we will put on a top coat. So hold on. Okay, so now they're dry. What you can see from the matte satin look to the nails. They're not shiny. So now I'm going to go in with my Out the Door. Just happens to be my go-to this week. I do have a few favorites, but right now I've been using this. So I like the thought of still having a fun spring colored skittle and then adding the different butterflies to each color. And then using the corresponding stamping color, I thought kept the skittle fun. And so there we have it. So that is my butterfly manicure for the week. and I'll have all the other participants listed down below, so please check out their videos as well. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I am just starting out, so your thumbs up and your subscription would mean a lot to me, and I appreciate you watching my video. Hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye.